So we'll have this short Q&A this morning with Jao Noctus. Is it Jao Noctus?
Noctus, yeah.
Noctus, culpa. Okay. We're going to do this in English. I got to stay focused on English.
That's fine.
I don't know. Sometimes I like slip into Portuguese. Anyways, it's confusing for
That's fine. Tudo bem.
everyone. Yeah, everyone that doesn't speak both languages. We're good. We're good to go. What else? Also, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to day 2 of Bitcoin Plus Plus. Super excited for our second day here in Florianopolis. Like I was saying, we're going to have a quick or, a great 30-minute conversation here with Jao. Jao, you work at Vincium, but you also you have a real job. I mean, I know Vincium is a real job, but you also work for Zebedee.
Yes.
Can you tell us maybe a little bit about what your day job is? Is that your day job or your night job? Like, is it?
Yeah, I mean, the reason why my nickname is Noctus because I like to work at night, actually. But like, it's a normal job, I would say. I'm a software engineer there. So that, yeah, I'm just a back-end guy dealing with like APIs and stuff like that.
Dealing with APIs and stuff like that. What kind of work do the APIs do?
Yeah, so at Zebedee, we provide like Lightning services as a infra, so that the main focus right now is the gaming industry, so that gamer developers, they don't know much about payments, right? They know how to do games, so we connect that part.
You're a payments infrastructure provider for gaming companies.
Yes.
Is the fact that you guys do payments in Bitcoin, like, I don't know, are people excited about that in the gaming industry? Or is that maybe this is like kind of a side question? Or do you feel like it's just like they want to do payments and Bitcoin is just the easiest thing? Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's kind of both. I know that most of the gamers, they actually don't know about Bitcoin. Like, when they are redeeming the sats they earn, they don't even know what sats mean.
Right.
Like, it's a point, token, whatever, but they don't know about it. The developers, though, they wanted to do this integration because it's easier to do it in Bitcoin because Lightning allows micropayments. So
I see. So it's an easy, cheap way to do tiny value transfers.
yeah, exactly.
That's cool. I mean, that was kind of the whole proposition of having Lightning in the first place, right? It was exactly that. And you guys are building a business around it for a particular industry.
Yeah, and then we have some partners that are using KeySend, for example, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's the ability to just send a payment without having to get an invoice first, right? Yeah, really cool. Okay, so you have a day job. You work on infrastructure, Bitcoin infrastructure, payment infrastructure for gaming companies at Zebedee by day, and by night you build challenges. You work on challenges for Bitcoiners. Is that?
Yeah, that's right, and other stuff as well. But like,
okay.
Yeah.
Can you guys? Is there a way we can show the laptop stuff? Because I got a few links. Not to. Let's see if we can get this up there. I've got your Twitter up, so I don't know why you have a really cool banner that didn't load. Something went wrong. I can try reloading it, but let's see. I've got some other stuff on here. This is your portfolio. Your one of the things on here that like other things that you built maybe work on at night is this Bitcoin snapshots project. And someone was telling me that you got yelled at on the mailing list for this. Is that right?
Yeah.
So this was one of your projects that you're doing outside of work. Why? Like, okay, maybe what is Bitcoin snapshots and why were people unhappy?
I mean, the first place, I just wanted to have a way to sync a node easily so that you don't have to wait 2 days or more, depending on your setup.
Right.
So that I started publishing pruned snapshots from my own node. And then people started downloading it, and it's actually really useful for some applications, right?
What's a pruned snapshot? Is that different than like a normal snapshot?
So on your node, you have like the blocks folder, and then the chain state. But then the blocks folder is, I don't know, almost 1 terabyte nowadays, right?
Right.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
So that you have to download and verify everything like you should do. Your node does it for you. I'm pruning it. That means that I'm removing old blocks.
Got it. So is it any block where all the outputs have already been spent, or is it all blocks except for like the current one? Does that make sense?
It's a certain amount of megabytes.
Got it. Okay.
That I'm leaving from the tip.
I guess it's like, how do you decide what to prune? I know this is like all built in Bitcoin Core. Maybe this is like not,
right.
We don't want to get down this rabbit hole. That's fine. But okay, so you've got these like snapshots and they're smaller than the full node and you uploaded them. This looks like it's on torrenting.
Yeah, I upgraded to Tor. Before that, it was just on my server.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
And now these are like torrent leaks, so anyone can use the torrent because they're quite big. They're a couple gigabytes, right? So it's easier to use torrent links for them.
Right, yeah. So you get faster download speeds and stuff like that. And then also, it's better to split them around the network.
Exactly,
But then the snapshots I was doing, they were actually just a copy of my blocks pruned folder.
Right.
And then the actual chain state folder, which contains the full UTXO set.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not easy to verify. There's still some commands on Bitcoin Core that you can run against it and then try to validate it.
Mm-hmm.
But then I guess the whole idea of the Assume UTXO project was to solve this.
Right.
Yeah. So that on the latest files there, they are actually the Assume UTXO stack. That's why I'm pointing, let's say, you want things from version 28. And if you click on that, it's actually like hard-coded, like the proof of the snapshot on the Bitcoin Core code.
That's cool. Why were people on the mailing list unhappy about you doing this?
They were unhappy because I was also publishing the untrusted files.
Got it. Okay.
I might remove them, actually.
Is that like this one here?
Yeah, yeah. The one that I'm, the type is snapshot instead of the assume UTXO.
Interesting. Okay. And why was it like people want you to have these that are like, what's the difference, I guess, between the assume UTXO one and the snapshot one?
So the assume UTXO, they are just a file that contains a snapshot of the chain state folder only, and it's verified in the way that, as I mentioned, if you click on, let's say, version 28.
So click here.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if the Wi-Fi works. What do they do in Brazil? Like, this makes it go faster.
Yeah, but there is some like hard-coded values on the Bitcoin Core code.
I see.
So that once you loaded, it was verified before.
Got it.
When it was merged into the code. So
I see.
more people verified that it was a actual valid.
So it's not just trusting you, it's trusting a group of people.
Exactly.
Okay. So more web of trust than single Jao whatever. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Cool.
And so as I mentioned, I'll probably remove the untrusted ones or at least put in a separate tab.
Got it. That's cool. Cool. All right. Let's get into some other more. This is interesting, I think, but what I really want to hear from you about is challenges that you've worked on. So you made this post a few days ago, February 18th, so that was about 10 days ago, talking about a challenge that you made for the Bitcoin developer launchpad that Vinjium's been running here in Floripa the last couple weeks, or even before that. You guys have been doing this for a couple months, right?
Right.
Can you talk about how, like, okay, you've done other challenges. So this is kind of like, it's a series of puzzles, and people are expected to kind of unlock one puzzle at a time. Kind of like if anyone's been to escape room, it's similar to that. You've got a series of challenges that you have to complete in the escape room. You have an hour before they're going to make you leave. So you got to try and solve a series of puzzles so you can escape the room. In Bitcoin, there have been people that have been making ones where you have to solve a series of puzzles, and at the end you get Bitcoin,
yeah.
Right? Because the series of puzzles leads to a private key usually, right? That then unlocks something on chain. Yeah. So you talked about how, like, my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that Michael Tidwell of TabConf started doing these challenges for his conferences, which are in Atlanta in October every year, and you successfully won some of those. Was that your
the last two from the last two years? Yeah.
Was that your origin story with doing Bitcoin challenges, or was it something else? Was there a project that you did before that kind of got you into these challenges?
Not only Bitcoin challenges, but I always liked to solve puzzles in general, like crypto puzzles.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the first crypto puzzle that you solved?
That's a good question. I actually don't remember.
Okay.
But
what's your origin story here, Jean, with the puzzle stuff? I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm just kidding. It's what was the first thing where you're like, oh wow, these are cool?
I mean, I would at the time I was just a nerd kid.
Okay.
Figuring out stuff on the internet, and then I found some puzzles, and then it seems interesting to get deep into the knowledge to solve this, and then the more and more I was trying to solve it, I was getting better, and then I think I'll waste my creativity creating some as well.
Got it. I see. And so the first Bitcoin ones that you did, the ones that Tidwell made for TabConf?
No, I did some before that with Narcelio. Actually, he was my inspiration because he solved a bunch in the past. Yeah, some hidden in images and stuff like that.
Got it. Okay. And those were Bitcoin ones also, or?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I know Peter Todd has some challenges on chain, right? He puts some scripts in that if you can solve the script, you get the Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't seen these Narcelio ones, but that's cool. Okay. So then you went and you made one. I actually don't have an eye on the time. I don't know. That's okay. Okay. So you made one, and the most recent one that you made was based on Lord of the Rings stuff.
Yeah.
Do we want to, are there maybe two of the challenges that we want to talk through? So there was a series of kind of puzzles that people had to unlock. Are there, because you've got this whole thread of them, I don't think we have time to talk through all of them. Are there two that you want to maybe drill in on that you thought were fun to come up with as puzzles people would have to solve?
Maybe we can go to if you scroll down to the image one. It might
so just
load.
Maybe give people there was a DNS request that you had to figure out.
Yeah, that was the start. Yeah.
Using dig to look at DNS entries where the server name has some stuff in it, and then you get a TX. Keep going, keep scrolling. Oh, that's perfect, amazing. Okay. So sorry, Jean. You said to go to the one with the image, and that is
the one that it says missing image. Keep going.
Keep going. Not this one.
Nope.
Not this one.
That one.
Broken image. Okay, so this is at 6 of 9. So at this point, they've solved 5 challenges, and they've gotten to the 6th one. One that they had to go through DNS records. Another one where they had to find derivative cashew keys. Wow, look at that. Okay, and so eventually you arrive at a web page, and it looks like a transaction ID and a broken image.
Yeah, this one was kind of a joke because every other puzzle, it has a image on the top and then some text.
Got it.
And then once you load on this, if you click on it,
there it is.
Yeah, it says missing .jpg. And then some people message me, oh, it's broken. And then I didn't reply because that's the challenge, actually.
Okay. So you kind of have every challenge has a certain format, right?
Yeah.
So maybe there's a few things here that we could talk about kind of more generally is one of the things that you do when you're making this is you kind of have so there's a story here, right? We're in the Lord of the Rings what do you call it, world, and you're kind of going on a journey through it, and there's different pages that people are landing on that have images, and they get through a couple of them, they're feeling good about themselves, they've solved a bunch of hard challenges, and they get to this one.
Right, yeah. And it's so most of the puzzles that I solved, they always have a pattern.
Okay.
Or a storyline and then a pattern as well, so that it guides who is trying to solve it.
Right, makes sense. So you get to this one, it's missing an image. What's next? What is this?
So
this is...
That's the hint right there.
This is a hint.
Yeah.
This doesn't look like a hint, Jao.
Yeah, I mean, if you are already in the 6th part, I would expect you to try some stuff. Because this one is also about Bitcoin, right? So what is about Bitcoin related to this? If you check the size, you could try to see if it's a private key. You could try to see if it's a transaction ID, which is, in this case, the transaction ID.
Naively, it looks like it's 32 bytes long.
Yeah.
Right. And there's only a certain things in the protocol that are 32 bytes long.
Exactly.
One of them is a transaction ID, right? So you're expecting people to maybe take this and pop it into a block explorer and see what comes up.
Yeah. And so that once you load this one, it's going to point to a transaction. Mempool.com nowadays.
See if that comes up. This is mempool. Space. This is a transaction. And so up here, this is actually the TX ID that matches this here, right? Yeah.
And the mempool.space nowadays, it's going to give you one more hint about it. Because if you scroll up, oh no, that's the fake one.
What do you mean the fake one? Kidding.
Yeah, I'll get there. So if you load that transaction, click on the ordscan.com.
This one up here, I apologize. Okay. So if you go to ordscan.
Yeah, but if you load that into mempool.space, it's going to tell you that it's a inscription.
So if I copy the inscription ID, that should be the same thing, right? As the roughly. Yeah, I think that'll work. Oh, there it is. This one.
I think you left some characters at the end there.
Oops. Copy. I see what you mean.
Oh, on the ordscan, there is a link to the creation of the right there. That's the transaction.
So I'm gonna copy the transaction. I'm gonna move it over to here, and then let's okay.
Yeah, right there. It says.
It says inscription.
Inscription, yeah.
And that's a hint.
Yeah, I mean because you're trying to find an image, right? And then if you expand that, there is a lot of stuff on the witness right there. So that's the actual image.
That's the image data.
Yeah, and then the ordscan
will actually
can load the image.
Show me what it looks like. Oh, okay. So that's the missing image. We found it.
Yeah, but it's not finished yet. Because if you can
zoom in.
So that's good progress. You find the image, right?
Hey, yeah, we're moving somewhere.
It's written mnemonic. Must use program guess beyond all that I can now view around.
And it's got a derivation path.
So that if you try to load that into your wallet, then you got on the first address a op return with a troll video.
Is that this one here?
Yeah.
Okay, so if we go to this one, let me open this one in a new tab. So we've gone here. We've gotten a 12-word private key and a path. So that gives us a location to an address.
Yeah.
We can go find that address in the transaction. Man, we're making progress. This is exciting. And then there's an op return in here. I think click on details. Video. There's an op return. Op return is here. Oh my God, it's a YouTube video. What's this YouTube video? I feel like you just told me I'm going to get rickrolled, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. Wait, I'm going to use... I want to come back to that.
It's missing H. Yeah.
Yeah. Jao, how could you? Okay. So is this like a red herring, or maybe we would call it?
Yeah, because on Disposal, every mnemonic that I created, it was kind of has a saying in it. So
if we go back and we read it, so how many of the audience knows what a mnemonic is? This is something most people know, right? It's when you have a private key for a Bitcoin wallet. You can, one way that they work is it starts as a 12-word passphrase, right? And then you can turn that into entropy that then becomes the seed for your wallet, like your master wallet or HD wallet.
Yeah, it comes from a entropy, and then it turns to like the words, and then you use that to have your seed.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's important that that's a one way. Anyways, that's all right. We're not going to get in those weeds. But okay, but you have these 12 words. And an important thing is that this last word kind of has to be is a function of all the previous ones. Whatever. That's not too important. Okay. So we have 12 words though. And
but then you're not limited to, okay, I have to generate a random entropy. I can select what words I want to use, and then I just have to compute the last one.
Right, exactly.
Which, in this case, I have 128 possible solutions.
Right.
Like different words for the last one.
Got it, yeah. And you can randomly pick a couple bytes in it. Anyways, that's not, Oh, okay, got it. So out of the whole, there's like 2,048 total words, right? Like there's a one set that all of the seed words come from. And so you picked 11, you can pick 11 of the first ones.
Yeah.
And then the last one you have to kind of pick out of a shorter list. It was only 128, right? Okay, so you picked these on purpose. And why did you pick these words?
Because it's saying something.
It says something. What does it say? It says
must use a program.
Must use program guess.
And then the last part kind of doesn't make many sense in English, but because I'm limited to the words that are in the list.
2,048, Beyond all that but it's kind of cool. It like matches the image.
Right.
Beyond all that I can see and now view around.
Yeah. Which is telling you to like to see what is beyond what you can see.
What is beyond what you can see.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is must use program guess? What is program guess?
Yeah, so guess, it's a hint for a program called outguess, which is I think the most famous program in puzzles like this, that you have an image.
Okay. Must use program guess.
Yeah.
So guess is a what do you call it? Is it this one?
Tool.
It's here, right? Let me open up this. The wrong one. Can I zoom in on it? No. Can you guys see that at all? No, it's not very visible. So guess is a command line. This is the command you'd run, right? Outguess R. And so the R is like basically you're gonna pass in a JPEG.
Yes, which is the file.
So you're expecting people. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, you're gonna
get the bytes from the witness and then save it as an image. Or if you load ArtScan, it's doing it for you, so you can double click on it and then click on save.
Right click save a JPEG. You would never. Sorry, it's a bad joke. Okay. Okay, so you're going to save the JPEG to disk. And then once you have it, there's this command line tool called outguess. Guess. You pass the image in, and secrets.txt is an output, right? Output file. What is going to happen? What's going to come out of that output file?
So it will try to do the reverse thing that when I created this image, actually. So I first created the image, and then I stored some secrets in it so that it's a bidirectional thing. So you can either store stuff in the image or extract from it. So this command, the -r there, is extracting from the image a secret or whatever I stored in there, so that there is another mnemonic hidden in the image itself.
So this is the actual secret
mnemonic,
mnemonic or secret 12-word phrase that will lead us to the next place in the challenge.
Yeah, in this case, to get a part of the prize.
Got it. So this is okay. So all of these kind of add up, and we'll get to there, I think, in a minute. But this is one of the many. So you're kind of like collecting keys as you go.
Yeah.
And at the end, you're gonna put them all together, and that's gonna unlock the Bitcoin that you've hidden. And this is like the one you actually need. That's cool. I like this: hidden journey, hidden gate, hidden ring, hidden victory, hidden garden, hidden unknown.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay. So yeah, how did you know to use this like guess binary? I guess is a good question.
This CLI tool, you say?
Yeah. So like you decided to hide data inside of a photo. What gave you that idea?
That's a pretty common thing to do in puzzles, actually. Like other people have done it, and I solved other puzzles that have something similar to this. one of them was using this, and the other one was using another CLI tool that I don't remember, but like, yeah, it's a common thing to do. And not only hiding stuff in images, but like I solved another that was using a book. Like you have to find clues that was going to lead you to like certain pages, and then like coordinates to find like a phrase in the book, for example.
That makes sense, yeah. I mean, a lot of this puzzle stuff is just kind of figuring out, you're looking for data that's hidden somewhere, right? So you're kind of like looking for signal in noise.
Yeah, that's the whole theory, like maybe transforming signals or noise into like transforming it in another type of information, yeah.
Right, yeah. And so you took an image, you hid a secret in an image, and people had to like know to like, well, figure out how to pull it out, right? And so you give them hints like this guess, use program guess. That's a pretty direct statement, I think.
Yeah.
But it kind of also requires a little bit of knowledge, right? Or maybe like
for sure,
guessing where you could find that. That's cool. Cool. And so at the end of this one, the end of it, you also had some, I think we're going to run out of time soon, but that's okay. I also noticed that you learned fucking Elvish.
Yeah.
Fucking learned Elvish to write this puzzle. What is, the Elvish came from where? Is that like
it's part of the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Okay, so Lord of the Rings, there's an Elvish alphabet language.
So there's also the alphabet and the language.
Okay.
I learned the alphabet, and then I wrote in English format, but using this alphabet. Yeah, and it was funny as well because like I learned during the flight. I was came here to Floripa, and then I think I learned it, and then I created a puzzle, and then I left it there. Once people solve it, the guy that solved it actually posted on Reddit, and a random person could read it. So I was happy because I actually learned it.
So you didn't verify it. You like learned it. You wrote it.
I couldn't find
anywhere to verification.
Yeah. Like even. I tried to do it with ChatGPT or like a Discord server. No one could like help me. But yeah, the Reddit.
Is this it here? This is the one you wrote here.
Yeah, the last one.
Oh no, wrong one. Okay. Sorry. It's probably easier just to look at it. You guys can see it here, right? So this, what does this say in Elvish?
Yeah, it says you shall not pass. Yeah.
That's cool. And how did the you shall not pass relate to the image thing, if that makes sense? So someone this is the post. I don't know if this image is gonna load. Let me see if I can get it to that work. But this is the actual screenshot of the participant in the challenge posting it to Reddit, right?
Yeah.
And some random person finding it and responding. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. So you should use this phrase as a pre-image to unlock and go to the next puzzle.
That's cool. Is it legal for people to use Reddit to solve challenges?
Yeah. It's a common thing to do if you're trying to solve it. I mean, you're going to get help,
right,
for who can solve it. I've solved some in the past that I couldn't do by like myself, so I got help from other people. And then I said, okay, we can even split price if you want.
That makes sense. So at the end of this, like people have been collecting kind of private keys, and then at the end they combine them all using Music 2 to make a combined internal key, and all of the secrets together would give you the one key you need to unlock the Music 2 signature.
Yeah.
Right?
The first puzzle that I created for this one was the last one. Actually, if you scroll one up, yeah, that one. I started creating this one because a few time ago there were a guy on Twitter claiming that Bitcoin is insecure because ECDSA is broken if you reuse nonces and shit like that. But like on the Bitcoin core itself, it's not broken. It was always they were always using libsecp, which is like secure enough.
Right. Actually, so I have a friend who's a cryptographer who is explaining a lot of kind of how Sigma signatures work, which is the type of signature proof, I think, that the ECDSA uses. And he was telling me, and I can't remember the exact argument, but the fact that if you sign this, you can sign different messages, but if you really use a nonce, it reveals your private key. This is actually a proof of, for something about the fact that this works is also a proof of the security of the system as a Sigma proof, which I thought was interesting. So like, it's a problem for users in that you never want to reuse a nonce when you're signing.
Yeah, exactly.
But the fact that it has that property is actually an important element of the proof that we know it's secure in other cases. Makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. And I talked, I feel about it yesterday on my talk. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
So that I tried to create this two transactions spending with the same nonce, but I couldn't because, as I said, the library is right there. They are safe enough, so they don't allow me to do. So I have to manually like create and sign the transaction.
Yeah. So you're not. So the built-in Bitcoin libraries, you can't pick your own nonce. Yeah. Essentially, yeah. They pick it for you because this is such a big problem, like such a potential leak, right?
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
Cool. That's really cool. Super fun.
And then the last one, it was a music too, which I wanted to learn how it works, and it has been like that in the past as well. Like I wanted to learn something cool, and then I'll create a puzzle with it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So you find interesting things, and you're like, okay, I want to do that thing. So you make a little challenge around it. That's fun.
And then I pass to the next person.
Right. And then you make the challenge, and then they all have to learn the things along. That's kind of a cool teaching tool. I guess like my question, we're almost out of time. So thank you, and thank you for coming up. But if someone was interested in like making a challenge or like doing more puzzles, what kind of advice, or is there like a resource you would send them to like learn more about it, or to, like what, if someone wanted to like learn more about this, where would you send them next? Yeah.
Maybe first try to solve other puzzles that they are right there. The ones from TypeConf, they are all still online. There's no prize in it anymore.
Right.
But you can still try to solve it by yourself. And then use your own curiosity and to learn about stuff, right?
Are you going to do you have another puzzle lined up that you're planning to make, or is this like...
Yeah, I started it.
Oh, you already started it. Okay. Was there, if people are interested in joining when you launch it, where is a good place for them to find out when it's like ready to be...
Yeah, maybe on X, I'll post in there.
Okay, cool.
And then a tool to learn about it is... I would say the Learn Me a Bitcoin.com website. It's a good
I love this website. Yeah. Written in Ruby.
Yes, he's great.
Fun. The very first Bitcoin was like kind of focused on educators doing interesting stuff in Bitcoin. I reached out to him to try and get him to come. I think his family was just having a kid, so he wasn't able to make the trip. But but
he's a great guy. I've talked about with him a bunch of times. Yeah.
I don't know if this is gonna load. But yeah, it's a great place to learn more about how Bitcoin works. Cool. All right. I think we are out of time. Thank you, Jao. Any last notes or anything that you want to leave the audience with?
That's a good puzzle. Just kidding. Yeah, I mean, just again, use your own curiosity to guide you through learning stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great one. Cool. All right. Well, thanks for your time, Mel.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah.